Hey all, Sean here, back again with another edition of Game On Cards and Collectibles. Today I have a small little SGC order that I've put together, prepping for a grading. Appreciate y'all spending some time with me today. I know your time is valuable and I thank you for spending it with me. So I've got a 10 card. SGC has a special going on right now where for only $12 a card, you can do 70's and 80's cards, no minimum, which is really cool. So I've got a handful of cards I'd like to send in. I think it's 10 total here. So let's jump in and show you what I've got. So I'll be sending in this 1981, I believe, 82. Kellogg's Ozzie Smith 3D Superstars, lenticular. Very cool little card. I think this will look nice in a SGC slab. I've pre-graded it at a mint 9. They've got these little notches on the card because they're like breakaways for the card, the template that the card's on. Yep, I pre-graded that one at a mint 9. Next up, I've got a 1985 Topps. This is actually a childhood card. I have this one from my childhood. Mark McGuire, Team USA. The registration is not great. It's a little bit faded, but I know it's authentic because I got it when I was a kid before they started making fakes of these. Really, it looks pretty good overall. The edges, the corners are pretty good. A little bit centering, but like I said, I think it's the registration actually that's taking away from this. And the top to bottom, it's a little bit light here on the bottom, but otherwise looks pretty good. I'm thinking it's probably going to be an 8 near mint plus. So we'll see. We'll see what SGC thinks, but that's the pre-grade on that one. Next up, I've got the 1989 Flair Billy Ripken F face. If you're not familiar with this card, you can read the back handle on your own. But this is an error card that was widely popular and hard to, a big chase card back when in '89. And never actually had one, never could get one as a kid, but always wanted one. So, gosh, it must have been over 10 years ago now. I actually bought one online. I actually bought this and the black box one. It's not in the greatest condition. I think when I bought it, I was a little bit upset because the eBay seller said it was, grade ready or mint condition, something like that. And obviously it wasn't. It's off-centered. It has it has corner wear on at least 2 of the corners. So I'm thinking it might get a 6, which is really about what they go for raw, but I really want it slabbed up. This is a PC card. Tells a story about, the that time in the junk wax era. All the different ways the manufacturer went to try to fix this. Scribble and black box. I think there's a white box. So, yep, that's going to SGC and going into my PC as well. But the pre-grade is a 6. All right, next up, I'll be sending in this 1972 Jim Palmer. Looks pretty good. I'm giving it a near mint plus 8. Not the best pre-grader of cards pre-1980 or mid-80s before I collected. So, but it's pretty well centered. It's a little bit top to bottom, and the back it's pretty good, but not great. So we'll see what SGC has to say. But my pre-grade for now is going to be an 8. Next up, we have this Terry Bradshaw from 1978. It looks pretty good other than it's off-center, top to bottom, and a little bit left to right as well. It's pretty clean, though. One of the major issues, it has this little, it looks like a pen dot. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. There's a little pen dot on there. But other than that, it looks pretty sharp. So I'm pre-grading it at a near mint 7. Next, we have a 1976 Robin Yount. Off center, top to bottom and left to right. But pretty cool little card. And again, I didn't mention this, but almost all these cards I've got for almost nothing at like auctions over the years and things like that. So just been kind of sitting around waiting for the right time. I figure $12 special is the right time to send these in. So we'll see what they come back at. But for now, I've got this one pre-graded at a 6. Next up, we have a 1986 Drake's Super Pitchers Nolan Ryan. This is a smaller card. You can probably see the difference here. It's a little bit smaller. I think it's designed to be that way. It's also not as wide. It's more thin as well, the width. So, yeah, this came from a collecting series. I feel like it was Drake's a Food. I'm not really sure. It might be a food or Drake's Bakeries right there, 1980, 86. So it's really clean. I'm pre-grading it at an 8, trying to be a little conservative there, but I think it has a chance to even get a 9. And that's even if they'll be able to grade it because of the size. I'm not sure if they have a slab that would be able to accommodate for that. But we'll see. Pre-grade is a near mint plus 8. Next up, we have this Super Action Larry Bird from 1981-82. Card number 101. The Super Action, I think, is an insert that year. Not the best condition on this card. I'm pre-grading it at a very good 4. It has rounded corners. It has a little bit of edge issues, but still a cool card. And again, something I'd like to have for there are no creases or anything, but something I'd like to have for the show. Next up, I've got a 1981 Art Monk. Pretty clean. Got it pre-graded at a near mint plus 8. Art Monk was a great wide receiver back in his day, one of the best, if not the best. He was kind of pre-Jerry Rice. And I think this is a rookie. I believe this is his rookie card. Pre-grade is a near mint plus 8. And then last but not least, we have a 1978-79. Yeah, 78-79 Moses Malone. Pre-grade is a near mint plus 8. Again, just another card I'd like to have multiple sports available for customers. And that will do it. And stick around for the reveal. Thanks, everybody. Hey all, Sean here. Back again with another edition of Game On Cards and Collectibles. I have my SGC order back. This was the 70's and 80's special. And let's see how we did on these. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you spending some time with me today. I know I've got a lot of different baseball and some football in here as well, and probably a lot of different grade. I think covered the spectrum of different grades in here, so curious to see how these turned out. All right, first up we have that Ozzie Smith from 82 Kellogg's 3D lenticular. Believe my pre-grade on this was a near mint plus 8.
Oh, and it comes back a 6. Okay. Like I said, I don't know how they treat these little notches, if that has anything to do with it. I thought it was pretty well centered. It's a little bit top heavy. Back is pretty clean as well. Yeah, I'm just not sure if that's part of that plays a factor in the grade or not. Also, it's hard to tell with the surface as well because it has these little ridges across the whole thing, and I'm just not sure how clean that surface is. So SGC 6 on that one. Right, next up, my childhood card from 85 Topps, the Mark McGwire U.S. Olympic card. I definitely know that there's a top to bottom centering issue on this card. Other than that, though, it looks pretty clean. Edges and the corners as well. I believe my pre-grade on this was an 8, near mint plus. Comes back a 7.5. Yeah, the registration, that's right. It's a little faded. It's not quite as sharp as some of the other ones out there. So 7.5 on the McGwire. Next up is the infamous Bill Ripken F base. I know this card had a lot of issues, but I just really wanted to have it slabbed up for the PC. I believe my pre-grade on this was like a 6. Ha, yep. It's a 6. That's interesting. Looks like maybe a piece of particle might have gotten in between the slab when they put it together, because that wasn't there before. See that? Oop. So for the 89 Ripken Air SGC 6. Next up is that 72 Jim Palmer. Thought this looked pretty clean. One of the cleaner cards I actually sent in, I think, even though it's one of the older ones, the oldest ones. Yeah, I think the pre-grade on this was an 8. Yep, comes back an 8. Nice. Next up, we have the 78 Bradshaw. Obviously, you can see the centering issue on the top there. Definitely an issue there. But pre-grade SGC, I think it's a 7, near mint 7. Oh, 4.5. It's way off on that. So not only does it have that centering issue, it also has that little dot right there. It's like a little pen dot. I'm also seeing here a little bit of an edge ruffle. I don't know what you call that, little raised edge there. 4.5. That one, a little bit lower than expected on that one. With the Steelers, though, the black background, the tuxedo slab does look nice because that's part of their color scheme. All right, next up is the 76 Robin Yount. Thought this one looked pretty good. Had some little bit of corner wear down here, but pretty clean card. I believe I pre-graded this at a near mint 7. Comes back a 6. Yeah, off center for sure. And then you also have the registration on this one also isn't great. A little bit light. X-Mint 6. And then now we have the Drake's Nolan Ryan. Glad to see that they were able to slab this one up. They must have had to use a little bit of a different template there to get that size restriction in there. I thought it looked pretty clean though. I believe my pre-grade was a near mint plus 8. It comes back a 7. Okay. Looks like there's a little bit of that's dirt or what that is, but I don't remember seeing that either before. Oh, it says it's hand cut. I didn't know that these were hand cut, so maybe from the box that they came in. Not as familiar with these, but it's a Nolan Ryan, and it's a unique kind of card, so I thought it was pretty cool to pick this one up, and I've got one in a 7. All right, now the old Larry Bird from 81 Topps. Now, this card's got a lot of issues, so probably I feel like I pre-graded it a 4, and that might be generous. Oh, came back a 5. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I mean the edges are pretty clean, and even most of the corners except for that one. Actually, the registration on this one's pretty good. 5 on that one. I'm covering the whole spectrum here. And then we've got the 81 Art Monk Topps. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is his rookie card. And I felt like it was, the pre-grade was near mint 7. Let's see how this one turned out. Yep. Near mint 7. For an 81 Topps, that's not bad. These cards are really difficult to get in a good grade. And last but not least is that Moses Malone from 78-79 Topps. I believe the pre-grade on this one was either a 7 or an 8. And it comes back an 8. So a couple 8s in this order. The Palmer and the Moses Malone. Got some 7s here. Monk, McGuire, Nolan Ryan Drakes. 3 6s, the F-Face, the Robin Yount, and the Ozzie Smith Kellogg's. Got a 5 on the Super Action Larry Bird, and a 4.5 on the Bradshaw. Appreciate everybody spending some time with me today. We will see you back here real soon. Take care, everybody.